You feel better.
Hey, how y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? I have not been on in a while because of medical reasons. And if you can see, my mouth is not 100%. But I thank God that I am still in the land of the living. Yes, I am. Well, that's my song called Bad Habits. I do not own the rights to this music, but I love it. Well, today I want to talk about, sometimes separation is good for the soul. I know a lot of us don't like to be set apart. A lot of us don't like to be separated or don't like to be alone. But sometimes being alone is just what the doctor orders. It gives you time to actually sit in who you are and be comfortable with who you are. And not only that, but to understand what you're going through. You can't have all that clutter around you. You can't have all those things that distract you around you. You definitely need to have something that removes you from that particular spot so that you can actually see, hear, and feel what is needed to be done to help you through whatever you need to be helped through. And I know sometimes it seems like, life is hitting you back to back and back to back, and you can't even breathe. These past, oh my God, maybe 3 years, I have been going through it. And I know that you've heard me say, trust God, He'll do it, He'll do it. But this time, I had to listen to my own self and follow my own practice. It's one thing to say it, but when you go through it, it is more than an ocean. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the Lord just like the next person. Well, maybe like the next person, but I love the Lord in my own capacity. But I have gone through some things where I had to question everything. Everything. I mean, question who I am, questioning who I am within the body of Christ, questioning my friends, questioning my family, and even coming to the point where I just shut down. You know, I know when my son was born, my oldest son was born, that was the first time I totally shut down. And I could actually remember what I told the doctors when I stopped talking. I said, "You can't help me. So if you can't help me, it's no sense in me talking about it." And I can remember it like it was just yesterday. And I didn't talk. And for those of you who know me, that is not me. So now I've come to the conclusion that when I'm going through something that's really trying to me, I just shut up. I don't have to say a word and I just think. And when I got sick last year, I really, really got sick. I had to go into the hospital for a while and I thought that everything was clear and in the healing process. And for a while it was. And then here it comes again. Bam, bam, bam. And then it was an issue with my mouth. And everybody who knows me knows that I talk a lot. So I have not been doing Facebook Lives. I have not done, of course, my YouTube videos or anything like that because I was subconscious about my mouth and seeing that YouTube, when you do go live, people see the upside or the upper part of your body, which is what? Your mouth. So I was really subconscious about that. It took a while for me to start eating, and I had lost a lot of weight in the face, and I didn't like the way that I looked. And don't get me wrong, I'm still not happy right now, but I'm happy with me. So, however I turn out, however these teeth get ready to come back in, or they get ready to put them in, however it is, I am cool with it. I'm cool with me. And a lot of things have happened within my relationship that I'm not really going to discuss here, but it caused me to really reevaluate who and what I had become. And I know sometimes you're like, what in the world is she talking about? But anybody who has gone through some things and they had to stop and try to figure out who they are in the position that they're in knows what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just have to cut everybody and everything loose. Everything does not have to have a rebuttal. And for me, that's hard. You can't say something to me and I don't say something back. That's just unlanda like. But I had to learn that I don't have to respond to everybody and everything. I do not have to give them my power. And so within me taking my power back and me understanding my purpose and me understanding who I am, because every once in a while you lose yourself. Every once in a while you might lose yourself. You never know what might happen or what might come up, but every now and then you lose yourself. You really don't understand. You just trip out. You just lose yourself, and that's what I did. I lost. Um, and not in a sense that I lost my mind, which I ain't gonna say I was on the verge because that's not right. That's right. But this past week, I had a life changing experience. I was on my way home from work, and I was going down Kings Highway, and I stopped at the stoplight. But usually, I have my music up loud because I'm defragging myself from work. But this particular time, I was talking to my mom, and this car in front of me, the light was green, and this car in front of me didn't move. And so I blew my horn. And when I tell you road rage is real, it is real. So the lady started to go, it was three young black women, and they started to proceed through the stoplight. Well, they stopped their car right in the middle of the street, in the middle of the intersection. So this other car that was really, really close behind me. So I tried to get over to the other lane, and just as I got over, he hit me in the back, and the lady pulled out. Well, actually, right when I got ready to pull over, the lady pulled out a gun on me, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And my whole thing was, "Get out of there! Get out of there! Get out of there!" So with me getting over to the other lane and speeding by, and uh, another car rear-ended me, and it was just. I'm glad that I'm safe, but we really do need gun control. Like it ain't nothing. I mean, I do have a conceal and carry, and I never thought that I would have to have it going to work, but I'm going to always be prepared because I felt so helpless. Have you ever felt so helpless that no matter what you did, the only thing I could think about was getting home to my grandbabies? I love my sons, I love my mom, but my grandbabies is what popped in my head. All four of them. I was thinking, my grandbabies, my grandbabies. And as I sped away, I told my mom, I said, Mom, I have to call you back. Now, all of this happened when my mom was on the phone. And anybody knows I'm the only kid now. So my mom, I could tell she was agitated, or she was, alarmed because, she thought her child had gotten hurt. So once I got over to a safe area, me and the young guy pulled over and exchanged insurances and all that stuff. And I was just blessed to be alive, blessed to be alive. And I'll never take life for granted, but I'll never be unprepared. That's for sure. Anyway, I say all of that to say sometimes God makes you have a tragic wake up call. And even though mine was a near miss, it woke me up. I don't play my music loud anymore. I watch my surroundings. I'm no longer at the stop sign or at the stoplight, and I check my phone. Whatever needs to happen is going to have to happen when I am stable or if I'm not driving. So all that stuff that I used to do, I'm not doing any longer. I have got to make sure that I pay attention to my surroundings. With that being said, guys, I'm going to end this stream and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.